All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another vlog, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying something new in this whole content creation sphere thing. Man, I look really disheveled. I look really disheveled because I just got back from running and working out because I'm starting up a new working out routine plan thing, and that's what this video is about. um, I've always kind of struggled with working out and sticking to that and overeating and not being the healthiest. That's always been a thing for me. And I've always like made attempts at being healthier and better and stuff, and they've always lasted for like a couple of weeks or so, and then they end up not being a thing anymore. So I'm going to try to do a thing. I'm going to try a new plan, and I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to post some videos and some updates about it maybe. I'm gonna like do a lot of Instagramming about it and try to at least, in an attempt to hold myself accountable for stuff. And if it ends up like not working out again, then I'm going to try to like talk about it in a video about why it didn't work out and what I can do to maybe do a better job. And we're gonna see how it goes. I got into running last year sometime, I forget, but I've had a lot of friends who were less than healthy, who got into running and lost a bunch of weight and are now like, like in a much better place. And that is like a huge inspiration to me, and always has been and always has like been at the back of my mind, or even the forefront of my mind, as I try to like set off on these endeavors, which have had not the greatest of results for me. The longest I ever kind of stuck to it was last year. I stuck to a like consistently like running every other day for like 2 months or so, and then life got busy and like all sorts of other stuff popped up, and yeah, it didn't work out. I've made a few attempts this year. I tried a lot in January because New Year's, New Year's resolutions. I tried again in March for a little while, and that didn't work out so well. April kind of was bleh. So in May, I've decided that arbitrarily decided that yesterday was the day I was going to start, and I've got a new plan. And I hope that it's going to work out. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do something every day. Like, and this is a thing that a lot of my friends who are into fitness have talked about before, and a lot of it's just a good philosophy to have. Like, no 0 days. Like, don't have days where you like don't do anything, because as soon as you have a day where you don't do with it, like you don't do something for it, then it's really easy to have another day where you don't do it. Or yeah, I'll get to it. It's been a rough week, and I'll get to it in a couple of weeks, or I'll get to it in a couple of days, or I'll get to it, whatever. And so that's kind of the main philosophy driving this new sort of like plan that I'm working out for myself. So I want to stick to the running, because when I was really sticking with it, I actually like got to a place where I was looking forward to and like enjoying going out and running. I listened to a playlist that I made on Spotify called Running Sucks, and I change up the songs that are on it every time I run, so that it's always something a little bit different, and I use it as an excuse to go out and listen to new stuff from new albums or new singles from like popular artists and stuff, just to kind of like try to keep myself in that music loop that I often find myself neglecting, which as someone who has a career in music, I feel like I should maybe have a little bit more awareness of. So instead of trying to run every day, because that has led to like problems with like my legs hurting and shin splints and all of that before, I'm going to alternate. So I'm gonna try to do a day of running where I run at least a mile, and if not more. And I've got an app. I'm using just Couch to 5K. So I think I'm going to try to start Couch to 5K over again, or maybe start in week 2. Because I've started it over a bunch of times, and then the beginning part gets really easy, and then it just takes forever to get to the latter parts. So I'm thinking if I start on like week 2 or week 3, then I feel confident that I personally can do that, and not die. And then hopefully that'll lead to some more progression. And then on the off days, I'm very fortunate in that the area that I live, there's a little like clubhouse gym like about a half mile away from me. So on the off days, I'm going to walk to the gym or run to the gym, whatever I'm feeling on that day, and then do like a little workout with either machines or doing like push-ups and sit-ups and stuff like that, and then walk or jog back home. So I'm hoping that I can structure it so that on days where I'm busier, and I have like a lot going on, or I get home and I'm really tired, instead of having to like get home and be really tired and then like run 2 miles, I can instead get home, be kind of tired, suck it up, go to this place that's not that far away, do some workout stuff there, and then go back. So I'm gonna try doing that. So I'll alternate between going to the gym and running with the Couch to 5K app, and I'm gonna see how that goes. I want to try to do it as like a challenge. So I've been doing this 30-day content creation challenge, and that has been like really cool and really eye-opening. But I think I might try to do like a 30-day alternating on this like running gym plan thing, and see how that goes. And I'll start like tracking it maybe like once this 30-day content challenge ends, which this is day 26, 25, something like that. There's more stuff on the channel in the backlogs kind of about what I've been doing and how that's been going. And there will be in the future like a summation video about all that stuff. So yeah, and then I think what I might do is I might do like a weekly video about how my week as far as like fitness stuff went, what was good, what was bad, what to improve on, all that stuff. As far as like the gym stuff goes, the other thing that I'm gonna start working on doing is eating better, because I don't honestly. I'm in a point with my job and my career that I travel a lot throughout the day. I'm in my car, and this is not an exaggeration, I am in my car for anywhere between 2 to 3 hours every single day, and driving all over the state of Connecticut that I live in. And my job is cool, and I like my job, and I get to go around to a lot of different places, see a lot of different people, and help a lot of different people, which is my jam. But as a result, it can get really difficult to eat well and prepare meals and eat them well, because I don't have like an office that I can go to with a refrigerator to store food in. And so most of the time, if I try to bring myself some food or something, or even like a water bottle or whatever, if I forget to bring my water bottle into whatever facility I'm going into, which happens all the time because I'm really bad at remembering, if that happens, then my stuff is in my car, which when I'm making this video, it's like spring going into summer, and it gets really warm in that car, and so it gets really hard to temperature control stuff. So I'm gonna start like looking around for some recipes that can sit in a hot car for several hours before they're eaten and still be good, like still taste good. And you know, I haven't looked into it too much yet, but the internet's got a hell of a lot of information. So, but the other thing that I'm going to try to do is like a hedge, because a lot of times I end up going through drive-thrus of places. I go to Wendy's a couple of times a week sometimes, and I've had to like stoop to McDonald's or Burger King a couple of times, which isn't great, but and I avoid it when I can. But my kind of like hedge against not being able to prep my own meals every day that I'm kind of imposing on myself is, if I do have to go to a fast food place of any sort, whatever I want to order, I'm going to order half of that. So if I want to order like, 2 tacos from Taco Bell or whatever, I'm only going to order one. Or if I want to order like a medium fry, I'm going to order a small fry. And I'm going to kind of do that to hedge as like a acknowledgement that sometimes my like meal planning stuff may not work out, and I may have to go through the drive-thru at a place real quick to get myself food. And I don't want to like have to like punish myself or feel bad for that. But I also want to be able to like hedge. So like, instead of ordering like a full meal's worth of food, I'll order like a snack's worth of food. And I think that what I will find eventually is that what I consider half of what I would normally get is like perfectly sustainable to get me through the rest of my work day until I can get home or whatever, stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be a thing, and I hope to stick to it. I've tried it in the past and it hasn't really worked out, but that's not a fault of the system, that's a fault of my own, and I'm trying to like be honest about that. So in conclusion, fitness stuff, fitness for nerds. Nerds should be fit, and I'm trying to be, and this is how I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to alternate between running with my Couch to 5K app and going to the gym. I'm going to try to eat better and meal prep, and in the event that I can't meal prep, I'm going to try to order, when I have to order from a place for lunch or dinner, I'm going to order half as much as I intend when I go through the drive-thru or walk into the place. If you're watching this, let me know in the comments down there if you've ever done anything like this or attempted anything like this and how it worked, how it went. Maybe you're looking to attempt it and you could try it with me, and we can try to like keep each other accountable. Like hit me up, because that would be dope. I also, like I mentioned, I have a running playlist that I like to change up very frequently. I can make that available if anyone was interested in seeing what I'm listening to on a day-to-day basis. But also if anyone has any cool dope music recommendations, like hit me up, because I'm always looking for those. So that's been that. I hope that this has been enjoyable or insightful or something like that. I know it has been for me just to sit here and talk. So until next time, I will see you later and have a good whatever you're having right now. Bye, everybody.